Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new disc golf video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my big takeaways from the 2020 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open disc golf pro tour event that took place this past weekend. We're going to go ahead and dive into all the important things you guys need to know from that tournament, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you need to know about this tournament is it is a 4-round tournament, which is actually going to be the first one in the Disc Golf Pro Tour so far. The others have been 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds were played at Northwoods Gold, which is one of the toughest courses in the world, guys. It is a extremely tight wooded course, super challenging lines, very tough holes. And if you get out of that in the lead, then you are playing some great disc golf. And we got to see a ton of players play this event from all sorts of different cards, from lead card, second card, third card. There was a ton of coverage of this event, so we were able to see some of the hot rounds, some of the not so hot rounds, see where players fail and succeed on this course. And it sets up for rounds 3 and 4 at Lake Eureka, which is more of an open course, which is big distance, but you also have to have accuracy because a lot of out of bounds comes into play at Northwoods Gold. There's not a lot of out of bounds, but the rough is extremely tough, which basically counts as another out of bounds stroke, because if you go in the rough, you're going to be pitching out. So those are 2 things you need to know about the tournament. But my first big takeaway from all of this is Ricky Wysocki picking up the win, not only dominating Northwoods Gold, but also Lake Eureka, winning at -35, a huge win for Ricky Wysocki. It also provides a good story for disc golf, as many of you know Ricky Wysocki was out last year with Lyme disease and things like that, so having his battle back from that and ended up winning a big tournament like this really shows how much hard work and self-care he's put into it. And so it was really nice to see him win. I think almost everyone really likes Ricky Wysocki. Everyone likes to watch him play. I do, and I was really happy to see him win, especially by such a large margin. This was one of the first tournaments of the year on the big Disc Golf Pro Tour that we got to see someone basically run away with the tournament, and that was Ricky Wysocki this weekend. Now, none of us can ignore Paul McBeth's hot round, finishing the tournament very strong at Lake Eureka, finishing in second place at 27 under. He played really well at Lake Eureka, struggled a little bit on Northwoods Gold, but at the same time, when you have a 4-round tournament, it gives you plenty of time to battle back from the first early rounds if you don't start off as good. But on the counter, it also provides, if you start out really good, it gives you a lot of time to make errors and screw up when you started really strong. And that's what we kind of saw happen to Kevin Jones, Anthony Barella. We kind of saw those guys who started out really strong on the lead card kind of fall off as the tournament went on. But the opposite of that, Paul McBeth started off a little slow and got better as the tournament went on. It was interesting to see those patterns. And then the third and final takeaway from the MPO is Chris Dickerson finishing 21 under par, outright third place. This guy has been dominating and no one's been talking about it. He's been having such good tournament ends. He hasn't been getting off to the best starts, but when he knows how to end a tournament, man, this guy has finished outright second place in the past 2 tournaments, finishes third in this tournament. He's making cash all over the place, and Chris Dickerson definitely deserves a win. And as long as he starts out strong and gets a hot start, he's going to win a tournament for sure. He's had great endings to a tournament. He knows how to close out a tournament. If he can get off on the right foot, he's definitely going to take home a victory. And that was super cool to see Chris Dickerson for a 3rd time in a row have a super hot final round and finish in the top 3. So those are my takeaways from the MPO. Let's go ahead and move on to the FPO. Now, the FPO was played on a different course, Sunset Hills, which is a golf course. And the winner of this tournament for the FPO was Catrina Allen, and she pretty much dominated the tournament for the majority of it. But in the final round, Paige Pierce finished at 21 under par, so pretty close, 3-stroke difference from first and second, which is definitely a whole lot closer than an MPO. But Catrina Allen pretty much dominated the whole tournament. Only near the end did Paige Pierce start making a run for the title, but obviously Catrina Allen fended her off and ended up winning. So FPO and MPO both this week were definitely pretty dominating performances from Ricky Wysocki and Catrina Allen, both of them winning by not necessarily large amount of strokes, but dominating the tournament nonetheless. And so it's definitely something we haven't gotten to see this year, which has been really interesting. It's been a really exciting year of disc golf with a ton of close finishes and things like that, but this one was definitely a blowout victory for both of them. Obviously, you're going to have those as the tournament comes on. So congratulations to both winners of this tournament. This may be the toughest tournament that the Disc Golf Pro Tour has hosted all year long, as both of these courses have been featured in previous World Championships. So if a course is featured in Worlds, then you know it's super challenging. So we were able to see some really high caliber play, and Ricky Wysocki and Catrina Allen picking up the victories. And those are my takeaways from the 2020 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open. If you guys enjoy these takeaway videos from the Disc Golf Pro Tour events, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, notifications turned on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.